2025 is our year, ladies, and we are done with being tired of feeling stuck in a cycle, waking up every day feeling uninspired, knowing deep down that we are meant for more. We are done feeling unsure how to step in that next level. I've lost myself in being a mom, a wife, a career woman, and started to feel disconnected from the woman God created me to be. But in the year 2025, it's time to stop living on autopilot and step into the version of you that God has been calling all along. This is our year to rebrand ourselves, not just externally, but from the inside out, aligning our mindset, habits, and purpose with God's vision for your life. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step faith-based strategy to rebrand yourself and truly level up in 2025 with God as your foundation. First, let's talk about why rebranding yourself is so important, especially as a woman of faith. Rebranding isn't just about changing your look or starting a new project. It's about aligning your life with the woman God has designed you to be. The Bible tells us in Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. That means your transformation starts from the inside. I know what it's like to feel like you've been wearing a mask, trying to be everything for everyone else, while inside you feel unfulfilled. But the truth is, God never intended for us to shrink ourselves to fit into spaces we've outgrown. Rebranding yourself is about stepping into the identity God has already given you and shedding anything that no longer serves your purpose. The first step to rebranding yourself in 2025 is to renew your mindset. Because if your mind doesn't change, nothing else will, honey. Ask yourself, what limiting beliefs am I holding on to? What fears are keeping you stuck? Am I thinking like the woman God has called me to be? One of the biggest mindset shifts I had to make was realizing that I don't have it all figured out. I just have to trust God's plan. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So instead of focusing on what you don't know, start focusing on what God has already spoken over your life. Write affirmations, pray over your goals, and stop allowing past failures to define you. Many of us struggle because we base our identity on what we do, who we take care of, or how successful we are. But God defines us by who we are in Him and not by what we do. If you've been feeling lost, it's time to ask yourself, who does God say I am? Am I living from a place of purpose or pressure? And what parts of my identity are rooted in fear, insecurity, or people-pleasing instead of faith? One exercise I love doing is going through the scripture and writing down what God says about me. For example, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalms 139:14. I am more than a conqueror, Romans 8:37. I am chosen and set apart, 1 Peter 2:9. Once you start seeing yourself the way God does, you'll no longer accept anything less than His best for your life. The next step is to align your habits with your new identity. Because if you want to level up, your daily habits need to reflect that. If God is calling you to a higher level in 2025, your actions need to match that calling. That means setting a morning routine that includes prayer and personal growth, being intentional with your health and wellness, because you can't fulfill your purpose if you're constantly drained. Surrounding yourself with a supportive, faith-based community that uplifts you. I used to struggle with consistency, but I realized that every time I put God first, whether in my schedule, my health, or my business, everything else started falling into place. The final step is to walk in faith and take action. It's one thing to have a vision, but it's another to actually step into it. If you're waiting for the perfect time, it doesn't exist, sis. Faith requires movement. In James 2:26, it says, faith without works is dead. So in 2025, we are not just praying about it. We are putting in the work. Launch that business. Start that ministry. Invest in yourself. Say yes to opportunities even when you feel unqualified. Because when you move, God moves, honey. Rebranding yourself with God isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. So if you're ready to step into this next level in 2025, comment below and let me know what's one thing you're committing to change this year. If this video blessed you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on more faith-based transformational content. I am so ready to level up together in the year 2025 because we are done. We are done putting ourselves down. We are done. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, loves.